Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
As smartphones continue to gain more and more popularity among teens, so is another practice associated with them, sexting. A new study shows over 25% of teens receive sext messages, leaving parents concerned on how they can monitor their kids' conversations.
Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo shares some of the ways to prevent the spreading of these sexually explicit messages.
Being that it's now become more of a tool than anything, you want to make sure that you have access to that device as much as the teen does, so you can go through, you can look through the devices and check the texting, check Snapchat.
A fine line between keeping an eye out for your teen and invading their privacy. Whether it's receiving or sending pictures or videos, teens are sexting more than ever.
The kids these days, that's kind of what they're raised into believing is the norm, where for someone around my age, it's not the technology I grew up with.
Tech expert Justin Deloye says communication and education goes hand in hand. Parents should let children understand the dangers of sexting, and they should also learn how to monitor their teenagers' messages.
Easy way to track pictures, if they're coming in through text message or another messaging service, you can just look within the app itself to see it, to monitor it.
So what are some ways parents can become uncertified watchdogs? An app like Gallery Guardian immediately notifies you when your child has received a suspicious message. And if your child tries to download the app, they will be asked if they have permission, which only the parent can grant. Another app is SaferKid. The app allows you to securely view your child's message history and even allows parents to turn back on privacy features if they are turned off. Web Watcher screens photos that are taken by your own child, ensuring reputation-damaging photos are not sent out to others. The app allows you to see who and what your kids are texting. It tracks your child's social media activity, and it monitors your child's app usage. Many cell phone providers also allow you to set up a restrictions passcode that can turn off texting at certain times. In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.
For more ways to monitor your kids' cell phone activity, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
A North Dakota woman was injured this morning when her car crashed into a semi in Trail County. An investigator says that 37-year-old Megan Bauer was heading east on Highway 200 from Mayville when she crossed the center line and struck a westbound semi driven by 41-year-old Adam Otterstetter of Maddock, North Dakota. Bauer was taken to the hospital in Mayville for treatment of injuries, then transferred to Sanford Hospital in Fargo. She's listed in stable condition. Otterstetter was not hurt.
We're following a developing story tonight. Valley News Live has now obtained a text message that shows a conversation between ousted Fargo School Board President Jim Johnson and board member Jennifer Benson. This comes after the former Fargo School Board President defended himself for what has been described as bullying. In part, the text message that was sent from Johnson reads, quote, "Please tell the group nothing is on the immediate horizon regarding boundary changes. Next time you have the chance to do the right thing for the district and the board, please do so," end quote. Checking through video of previous school board meetings, you can find examples of conflict. After a meeting just 2 weeks ago, board member Jennifer Benson claims Jim Johnson cornered her. She says he made profane comments toward her that violated the board's conduct code. And it all came to a head last night.
I believe that the vote reflected how the board felt as a whole. So I believe that what she brought up in terms of violations, that the vote reflects that.
Knutson takes over for Johnson as board president for the rest of the school year. Johnson is saying he doesn't believe he spoke in a condescending manner to anyone. And just to make it clear, he will still be on the board.
I hear that the extended forecast talks about snow, possibly a lot. For now, we need to enjoy our mild stretch of weather. Hutch is here with a first look at tonight's forecast.
Well, tonight we wrap up the meteorological season of winter, and we'll see a little bit more of that fog as we see a reduction in visibility even here in the FM area heading into the overnight hours. Visibility down to 1.5 miles, though, in the southern Red River Valley for Wahpeton, 5-mile visibility in Thief River Falls. Temperatures slipping into the single digits and lower teens once again, with areas of frost and fog possible, particularly from the Red River Valley and points to the east. You mentioned some snow, Mike. I'll tell you all about our weekend chance of snow. For some, might be worthy of a snowblower, others a shovel, others a rain gauge. We'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast in a minute.
A little bit of everything.
It will be.
All right, thanks.
The red pepper in Grand Forks has been plagued by sauce-snatching thieves. Now it seems one thief is trying to apologize. Everyone knows where University Avenue turns to downtown Grand Forks is one of the hottest spots in town. For many, it's not just the food that keeps them coming back. The store has had an issue with someone stealing the restaurant's famed white sauce. But an anonymous video on Instagram showing someone returning empty white sauce bottles, seemingly out of a guilty conscience. If you need white sauce in bulk, they do sell 16-ounce containers for just $4. To check out our full story, head to our website, valleynewslive.com.
Wishes come in all shapes and sizes. Tonight, Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall introduces us to a critically ill 9-year-old boy whose wish brought his family a little closer and to a galaxy far, far away.
Cameron Winkler knows his Star Wars.
The only one that I've only seen part of is Revenge of the Sith, because that one's rated PG-13 and it's pretty inappropriate.
He was born with a condition called spina bifida.
How many surgeries have you had?
Too many to count.
So after being nominated by a teacher, Make-A-Wish brought his favorite characters to life with a Star Wars character cruise.
It was just so special, the way he got to see all the characters.
She actually came up to me and said, "Have you seen my bounty?" And I was like, "Are you talking about Jango Fett? Because no, I have not seen him." I saw a couple stormtroopers and I saw Kylo Ren.
Even though this was Cameron's wish, his family says it was a blessing for everyone.
When you have a child that has a life-threatening illness or condition, you look at, one day at a time or one surgery at a time or one procedure at a time sometimes. And the fact that we were able to count down, looking forward to that trip and Cameron getting a wish granted, it just was a huge blessing for him and for our entire family.
We're a pretty close family, so doing all of that together was a lot of fun.
We were all literally in tears the last night of the cruise because we knew it was going to be coming to an end.
The wish brought more than just the family of 5 together.
Some people came by and they saw that it was for Make-A-Wish, and they said, "Did you come on this cruise because of Make-A-Wish?" And we said, "Yeah." And they said, "We're so glad to hear that because we've donated to Make-A-Wish before." Total strangers that had a connection to us all of a sudden.
Proving that in the real world, much like Star Wars, there are a lot of good guys.
Only the good guys win and the bad guys always lose. Nobody wants bad guys to win.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Cameron says his favorite Star Wars movie is The Last Jedi. Finn is his favorite character, and he can't wait to see the new Han Solo movie when it comes out. Now, if you're interested in helping to make these trips happen, the first ever Make-A-Wish North Dakota Mile Drive is tomorrow. You can donate any unused flight miles that you have to Make-A-Wish. And to find out how to do that, visit our website at valleynewslive.com.
Hardly a return to normal, but school did resume today in Parkland, Florida. Later on Valley News Live at 10, reaction from the students.
So much is said about the dangers of distracted driving. Up next, what about pedestrians who don't stay focused?